Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
Today we're talking about a tough question. Can you cancel your spouse's conditional green card? A conditional green card is a temporary, 2-year green card given to a spouse who has been married to a U.S. citizen for less than 2 years at the time their green card is approved. It's designed as a way for immigration to check that the marriage is legitimate. So, what happens if the relationship breaks down and you, the U.S. citizen petitioner, want to end the process? The short answer is you can't just call USCIS and tell them to cancel the green card once it's been issued. Your power comes into play at the next major step. 90 days before that 2-year conditional green card expires, you and your spouse are required to file a Form I-751, petition to remove conditions on residence, together. This joint petition proves the marriage is still real. If you refuse to sign and file this joint petition, you effectively block the straightforward path for your spouse to get their permanent 10-year green card. Without a jointly filed I-751, their conditional status will expire, and they could be placed in removal proceedings. However, this is not the end of the road for your spouse. They can still file the I-751 on their own by requesting a waiver of the joint filing requirement. There are specific grounds for a waiver, such as proving the marriage was entered into in good faith but ended in divorce, or showing that they were subjected to battery or extreme cruelty. They could also request a waiver based on extreme hardship if they were deported. This means that even if you don't cooperate, your spouse still has a legal path to try and keep their residency. Another common question is about withdrawing the affidavit of support, the Form I-864 you signed promising to financially support your spouse. You can send a letter to USCIS withdrawing your support, but this does not end your legal financial obligation. That obligation continues until your spouse becomes a U.S. citizen, works for 40 qualifying quarters, permanently leaves the U.S., or passes away. So, while you can't simply cancel an existing conditional green card with a phone call, your decision not to file the I-751 jointly is the most significant action you can take. It forces your spouse into a much more difficult legal process to try and stay in the country. This is a complex and emotionally charged area of immigration law, and this information is for educational purposes only and is not legal advice. Both the U.S. citizen and the immigrant spouse should seek advice from a qualified immigration attorney to understand their specific rights and options. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our